Hey, welcome to Thursday's edition of Late Night Love. I'm Don Amici. Right beside me, the fantastic Dr. Tammy Mack
Hi.
with us. Are you ready for tonight's edition of Late Night Love?
I am ready for Thursday's edition of Late Night Love.
Tomorrow is going to be the last night edition of Late Night Love. How are you feeling about that?
My heart is hurt.
Oh,
My heart is broken.
I know.
I'm going to miss everyone.
All right, it's been good.
I'm going to miss Dan and Brooke and Amber.
Oh, I had a good
I'm
time.
going to miss Late Night Love and Fox.
Yeah. You like my shirt? I need you to get to the point.
Yeah, can you make that happen, please?
I'm part of the Amanda Seals fan club, so the West Coast chapter, Seals in the Hood.
Seals in the Hood?
Seals in the Hood, the West Coast chapter.
Okay, right.
Yeah. So, all right, listen, for the next 2 hours, we're going to be discussing love and romance with a wide range of relationship scenarios in mind throughout the night. You can hear a lot of points of views from social media, media creators, and tonight's guests and your host right here. So be a part of tonight's conversation. Give us a call at 369-0400. That's 310-369-0400.
Were you about to give your own phone number out? What was going on there?
I got the number jumbled. I'm sorry. We want you to share your thoughts. Be the first of tonight's callers to get some of the last Fox Soul swag. A hat here. Look at this. This is.
So night after night, we're doing the Lord's work, honey. We are trying our best to help people do well in love. So tonight, we're going to open the book of dating and go to the social skills chapter.
What does that
The
mean?
social skills chapter. So we've had conversations on and off camera about the shifts in social skills, right?
Right.
What's changed in our culture that people aren't doing well with simple interpersonal interactions.
Like
I
everything's
should
through the
say.
phone now, and I like to have conversations up front, but
I thought you were a texter. You like to text a lot.
No. I like to have conversations, but sometimes I feel like people. I get a feel like I'm energy based, so sometimes I'm like I talk, but then I'm like I get like this feeling like you don't want to hear me, like your attention span is waning. But that's just. But sometimes it's just me. But like I feel like I'm losing you sometimes.
I'm sorry, what?
You're right, exactly, just like that.
Yeah, I am definitely a talker. That's quite obvious. But I don't want to text because it feel like work to me. I feel like I'm doing work. Like I feel like I gotta think about what I gotta say. Then I gotta type it. Then I gotta spell check it.
But to the
then
right
I gotta
person,
look for the emojis. I just can't do the texting.
But to the right person, they would make you forget all of that. And wanna
About
talk,
texting?
Yeah, texting or talking to the right person.
No, you're not listening to what I'm saying.
But
I'm saying I don't like
okay.
texting. I like talking.
But for the
I want
right
to hear your voice. First of all, I'm attracted to and voices turn me on.
Okay.
So you're never going to get to me through a text. Like I need to feel your essence.
You need to hear the sound vibrations through the phone.
Ah, yes. Feel the vibration
Hey Tammy, come home.
through the phone.
How you doing?
Oh, I see what you did there.
What are you wearing?
That engine.
What you cooking tonight?
What I'm cooking. Now don't do that.
You need help with your lines?
Oh, now that really turned me on.
Yeah.
That would really turn me on. You need help with your lines,
You
baby.
need help with your line? All right, so listen, so we're going to talk about social interactions tonight and, all about that and what people are doing.
So what influence do social skills have on dating and romance, do you think?
I don't think there are. I think there's a lack of social skills. I don't think people know how to talk to each other anymore. I mean, I think that's really what it is. I think people are scared to reach out. I think they know how to. They're more brave through apps or through their cell phone, and so.
But would that be a good
awkward.
thing? Would that be a good thing if the average person, or if you're a person who lacks personal skills and social skills in real life, but you can do it behind a text, you feel a little more confident. You feel a little less insecure. You're bolder. You can say things that you wouldn't necessarily say in person, right?
It's weird because I'm always about interpersonal, face-to-face conversations. But are we moving into a world where we're becoming outdated, or what I want becomes outdated? I tend to think that looking you face-to-face, having a conversation, is the right way to go. But maybe we're moving into a world where everybody's just saying, "Hey, just let me know what you want through text."
You know, I've often thought of having like just an online relationship.
That a lot of people are going for that now.
One of those relationships where
It's just an emotional connection.
yeah, I don't have to see them, touch them, have a live, but they can still send me money and stuff like
Okay,
that.
I was going to say this is why people go on OnlyFans, but
Because
maybe you should start an OnlyFans.
No, you don't have to do an OnlyFans for men to send you money online. There are very lonely men who just like to be made feel good, who just like to be made to feel good. And as long as you're making them feel good, they will give you the desires of your heart.
It sounds like OnlyFans. Why is it? Now, can I ask you a question? Why is the desire of your heart money?
Well, I mean, it's you mean mine? It's not the desire of my heart.
Oh,
You mean
okay.
women?
Yeah.
I think money is the desire of everybody's heart, not just women. Men desire it too.
Why can't the desire of your heart be like an apple or something easily to get?
I don't know.
Some perfume or
Because I can get it, so I don't desire it.
yeah. Well,
Doesn't
why
that make
can't-
sense? Like I desire an apple. I get an apple. Now I have the apple.
Yeah, like why can't it be something simple and easy to attain?
It can be, but now once I get it, I still got another desire. So, anyway, let us start tonight's
Like some tissue.
clips and
I really
conversation.
desire tissue.
Because I don't even understand what he's saying. Why doesn't somebody desire tissue? That makes no sense.
No, I'm just saying
You're gonna have
it's
to make
money,
sense.
and it's like money is hard to come by in excess to give to you.
Well, that's usually what people desire. That's what a desire is. The things that are hard to get. I don't have to desire glasses.
Why you can't desire hugs?
Oh, people do desire hugs.
Something that's easier to obtain.
No, people don't desire hugs. They just want them.
Okay.
They just want them. Basketballs aren't for kicking. Audacious Day shows some sympathy for socially awkward in the first clip.
Honestly, I think the saddest thing about being a socially awkward adult is that no one is going to say anything to you. By the time that somebody feels like you made a bad impression or whatever the case may be, like, you're not going to know until suddenly you notice they're starting to pull away, they're answering text slower, and suddenly you're seeing pictures on social media of people going out without you. And what's worse is that it's not a one-time thing. I mean, everyone has one or two times in their life when maybe they fall out with somebody or maybe they say something they shouldn't have. But for an adult who's socially awkward, they're caught in a catch-22 of making mistakes without knowing it and then getting consequences for them. But no one tells them how not to make them or what mistakes that they made in the first place. And so you can try and try and try, but at the end of the day, how are you going to play the game if no one tells you the rules? You're going to end up it's like going onto a basketball court and kicking the ball because you think you're playing soccer.
You ever run into socially awkward people?
I think so. I think I've seen a few socially awkward people. Yeah.
When I was in high school band, there was this the trombone leader of the band group. He always used to want to look you in the face and be like this close to you when he talked to you, and you'd be like, hey, and like you're just like, hey. He just wanted to look you in the face. I think it was a little autistic or something like that. But like you were just like trying to like get away from him, but he just always would be just like
No,
close
there
talker.
are people who don't have a gauge for that
and
whole.
he didn't mean anything weird, but he just
for
wanted to
that
be this
whole
close and just
space.
look you in the eyes and just all over the place. And it's like, yo, but like personal space.
Yeah, there are people who don't know how to gauge personal space.
Great trombone player, though. Great trombone player. You know?
I guess so, because it could be right up in his face.
Yeah. I don't know. Socially awkward people, and I feel bad for them because they sometimes they're just so in their head and they're trying to do everything perfect that they trip up, they mess up, they create these socially awkward situations without even like trying to do it because they're trying to be so perfect at the same time. And so they, and people are like, oh, let's leave Johnny here because he's just going to trip and fall over
Let's leave
something.
awkward Johnny alone.
Awkward Johnny. I think I was
Johnny.
socially awkward at some point, you know?
Some point.
Yeah, I mean, what, my whole life, maybe? I mean, I go through phases where I'm just the cool guy and then the socially awkward guy, depending on,
You're definitely the cool guy. You know, I would give you the cool guy.
But then I'm also the aloof guy.
I think you're socially awkward in the sense of you don't really like to be around people.
Yeah.
So like concerts aren't your thing, parties aren't your thing, and whenever you go to those types of events that have groups of people or large amounts of people, you tend to walk away and find a space all on your own. As like, why are you at the concert? Was you looking for a space to yourself?
Yeah, I tend to walk through. I tend to go through the front door and then walk out the back and then leave. I wave and where's Don? He was just here a minute ago.
Yeah, I did see him. He was here. He was absolutely here.
He's in the back somewhere. I don't know. And Don's at home in his bed.
The Julia Carter is cutting right to the point. Do yourself a favor and get those skills up.
If you're an adult, the one thing that I'm absolutely need you to have and come correct on is social skills and interpersonal skills. And I don't mean personality and different personality types, because not everybody is everybody's cup of tea. I'm sure not. So introverts versus extroverts, homebodies versus those who be outside. Nah, I'm not talking about that, right? Because everybody's to each their own. But what I am talking about is the bare minimum necessities of social and interpersonal skills in order to function in society. And Lord, we don't have them. As Speedy would say, Father, we are straying. In my humble opinion, there's almost nothing more frustrating than communicating and interacting with somebody who lacks self-awareness. You got to learn how to read the room. At your big age, you have to know how you're being perceived by others and in society in order to function. And it doesn't mean that you necessarily have to change your core or your beliefs or your personality in order to conform to those perceptions, but you should at least be aware enough and have enough emotional intelligence and self-awareness to know how others are perceiving you.
Now, what if you can't pick up on the room, though? Like, she's saying something, you should be aware, but what if you just don't get the room? I've been in situations where I'm like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't,
What don't you understand or get?
I don't understand the temperature of the room. I don't read it. I mean, I don't get it.
That will make you socially awkward. I'm definitely socially awkward in a room where there are a whole bunch of celebrities, which I have been in many of those rooms because of my occupation.
You just don't feel comfortable because it's foreign.
Don't feel comfortable at all.
And then there's some rooms you feel like you can own.
Yeah.
And so it's just like you kind of feel weird. You don't know how to relax.
So you kind of cower yourself down and shrivel up like a wallflower in the corner
instead of just existing and just being you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're like, I don't want to make a fool out of myself in front of these people.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I don't want to make a fool out of myself in front of these people.
But who cares at the end of the day? Who are these people?
I care.
Why? They put their pants on the same way as you.
No, I care about making a fool out of myself.
But they put their pants on the same way as you.
I still don't want to make a fool out of myself.
Okay.
Doesn't that make sense, y'all? Like, who wants to make a fool out of themselves? Who?
Look, I done got drunk with many celebrities, and they put their pants on the same way as you.
You got drunk with, I don't even know what.
I done got,
I'm just talking about going to a party they had. I'm not talking about being drunk with them.
What I'm just saying is that they're the same.
Because I'm sure if I were drunk with them, I would be a little less inhibited.
What I'm just saying, they do drugs just like everybody else.
Stop it.
Okay,
you are crazy.
I'm just saying.
They do not do drugs like everybody else. I like the fact that not as many drugs are a part of this celebrity world today.
Okay.
No.
Well, okay.
No.
Well, all right.
I thought it wasn't.
Okay. All right. You see Nicki Minaj's text today?
Text.
Her tweets?
There were a lot of them.
Very
there were a lot of them. They were socially awkward.
They were very socially awkward.
Socially awkward.
I was like, "What? What's wrong, Nicki Minaj? What's going on?" I was shocked that Charlamagne gave her donkey of the day. I was like, "What's going on?"
Why were you shocked he gave her donkey of the day? She was the donkey of the day.
I just don't understand what was wrong with her and why. What's the beef with Cardi B? Like, there's room for everybody, and
sometimes it's not room for everybody when you haven't healed, and you dealing with past trauma.
Cardi B's success is in no way taken away from Nicki Minaj's. I don't get it.
Yeah, well, you're not gonna get it unless you if you got trauma and you ain't sought help. with all of that?
Didn't
Then
it-
anything can trigger you.
Well, didn't Nicki Minaj just have the what was that? Hold it steady pole the trend where you?
Child, I don't know.
Well, yeah.
We got somebody in the chat though.
Yeah.
Let's talk to Shanita. Shanita says nothing wrong with being socially awkward. Own your personality. So that's a good question. Is socially awkward a personality, or is that more of a characteristic of your personality? I mean, let's not forget that, and I'm not saying you're wrong or right. Let's not forget that Issa Rae became a whole gigantic brand
Because
and
she was so
image
sad.
because of awkward
Well,
black girl.
What was it was Awkward Black Girl was her YouTube series, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that where she was like, I'm just trying to figure it out, and she was just
She was
trying to
this
do it.
awkward black girl,
And I think
it took her to heights I don't think anyone imagined.
I think that's her brand. Yeah, that literally is her brand.
Yeah.
Even through Insecure, that was her brand.
However, she's, to me, anything but awkward. Why is that? What is that?
Or that's why we like her, is because there's a little bit of awkwardness to her. You know, I mean,
Well, that's to Shanetta's point. Nothing wrong with being awkward.
I listen. I'm at a point of just be you, and those who like you will like you, and those who don't. And if somebody has a problem with you, at the end of the day, that's their issue.
I like that. I really have this warm, fuzzy feeling around awkwardness and relationships. You know, there's something about. I can't remember the name of the show I used to watch, and maybe our producers can get it for me because I can't think of the name. But I used to watch it, and it had a young woman on there who had Down syndrome. And it was kind of a big deal because that was kind of the first time that
The commish.
that a television show had given someone with Down syndrome.
Quirky?
Life goes on.
Life
That
goes
was
on.
it. Yes, life goes on, and there was a relationship between. They finally got a girlfriend, boyfriend. I can't remember which way it went, but and it was so cute and just warm and fuzzy and I like it to see these two because they were both a little awkward in their personalities on the show. Obviously,
They worked at a grocery store.
I can't remember.
Okay.
I think somebody did. But to see them find love. So I think that when we say there's someone for everyone, there really is. Even if you're awkward, there's someone who loves that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, the conversation is on. So listen, we want you to come back in 2 minutes. More Late Night Love next. All right, welcome back to Late Night Love. So, have you noticed a shift in people's social skills that has affected your dating life? Give us a call and share that information with us, 310-369-0400. I definitely have noticed that people's ability to be upfront and talk to you, they shy away from having conversations that may be deemed hard out of fear of what your reaction may be. You know, like they fear they may have a hard topic in their mind that they may share with you, and so they fear your reaction may be negative instead of understanding, and that they don't, so they shy away or just don't bring it up to you, or they just they ghost you.
Yeah, and I wonder also what part the political climate plays in dating when it comes to having conversations like that. They could be extremely awkward.
Well, I had a girl who was like, we were like talking online. She was like 31, and then she messaged me about the age gap, and before we were talking, and she just ghosted me again. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, before we could even like get a chance to get to know each other, I could tell she was feeling some type of way about the differences in our age. But like she was engaging me, she was like, "Hello, handsome," and she was like sending me cues, like, you know, let's talk. Mm-hmm. But then she ended up ghosting me. And then came back like 2-3 weeks later and picked up the conversation and then ghosted me again. So like it's a weird dynamic there, you know, instead of just saying, "Hey, this is how I'm feeling about this." And I'm like, "Let's talk."
Yeah. I don't know anything about that.
It was a socially awkward conversation of just saying how you feel and let me respond to it and let's have a conversation. I think she was feeling some type of way, embarrassed or whatever.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you got to give us context though. What is she embarrassed about? What were y'all talking about? Like you can't just talk in generalities.
We never talked. That was the gist of the conversation. It was, I reached out to her. I started liking some of her pictures. She said, "Hello, handsome." Mm-hmm. I slid in the DM. I said, "How are you doing?" We started very little chill conversation. Mm-hmm. She went to, "How do you feel about the age gap?" And then disappeared on me after that when I responded, and then popped back in 2 weeks later.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, if I can't get the context of the conversation that was going back and forth, I can't. I don't know that you said something.
I literally explained the whole conversation. That was it.
Yeah, but you left a little pocket. Didn't he leave a little pocket, y'all? He left a little pocket in there, a little pocket of. So I don't know. I don't know what you said that could have been awkward.
I didn't say anything that was awkward.
How many pictures did you like?
5 or 6. I don't know. I'm like, she was a stylist. I was like, oh my gosh, she says an amazing eye for putting outfits together. Mm-hmm. I was like, wow, you have I think I was complimenting on her ability to put outfits together. I was like, you have a dope eye when it comes to how to put an outfit together, and that was kind of her Instagram. And so I was just complimenting on her styling, and that was the gist of the conversation. And then she went to like, how do you feel about the age gap thing? Because I dated somebody who was older than me. And I said, I'm just trying to get a chance to get to know you. I don't think we're there yet. And then she disappeared.
Okay, well, maybe she had a problem with it.
Well, then she came back 2 weeks later.
And then what? Y'all still dating?
No, we talked for like 2 seconds. I said, why? I said, you disappeared on me. I said, I said, let me know what's going on. You disappeared on me. I said, I'm trying to respect the curve if that's what it is.
And what was it?
She's no longer here, so.
So she curved you twice?
I curved her.
What you
Look, I don't got time to be playing.
You said she went ghost.
Twice. I don't have time for the back and forth.
If she went ghost twice, did she curve you?
Look, how you curve me when you coming back?
This is not what the show is about tonight. I am not Spicy Monty. I cannot therapize your situation.
It's not about therapizing. What I'm saying is that this is the socially awkward behavior that she's displaying towards me, to where it's like she doesn't know what's going on or what she wants. This is what I'm talking about. Instead of having a conversation with me about how she's feeling, she's indecisive, and it's a socially awkward conversation that she's had.
But there was no conversation.
It was very limited conversation, but from what I was getting, she was having an issue about the age gap that we have.
And I mean, and that's fair, right? That's fair.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fair. I mean, yeah, she came back. Then I guess she thought, yeah, This age gap ain't, somebody probably convinced her, girl, you need to go on and see. I look at his profile. He on the radio. He got a TV show. Go and talk to that man.
I do think that they were looking me up because people were on my LinkedIn and must have been on my Instagram.
And so they went, she gave you another shot, and whatever happened that second time.
Nothing. Why is it something has to happen the second time? Like I did something.
I didn't say you did something.
See, I'm getting that insinuation going on here.
That's the problem you got. I'm saying something happened the second time in terms of maybe she felt like I can't do the age gap, or maybe she felt like, nah, this not me. I can't. Like something happened that made her in her mind bring it up again and say, I just can't do it.
That's why I said just let me know so I can respect the curve. I'm not trying to
But do people have to let you know? Can you just respect the curve without the conversation? Because it is awkward. When we're talking about awkward, it is awkward to have to tell somebody, hey, I don't really like you, but thank you for spending time with me. I'm done.
Yeah, why you keep coming back? That's awkward.
She came back once. You said once.
Okay, I'm done with this. Why is it the onus on me when you coming back towards me?
Okay,
twice?
so then if you didn't appreciate her coming back on you, why didn't you just say, hey, you got a problem with the age, we good. Go and block my number, I'll block yours.
No, I didn't say all that. I just said, hey.
That's what you should have said.
What I said was, hey, if there's an age gap, let me know because you keep disappearing on me. So let me know so I can kind of respect the curve.
Right, but here's my question. Why did you let her disappear on you? 3 times?
2 times. I don't have I don't control someone's life.
Yeah, you block them.
I like how it's always my fault on this show.
You block them.
I'll take that. It's you know what? It's always the man's fault on this show. It's okay.
No, I'm not going back and forth about it.
It's okay.
It's not a fault. It's if you didn't like the fact that she was ghosting you. Why let her continue to ghost you?
And on the second time that she did it, I said, hey, let me know if it's a problem so I can respect the curve. And that was the end of that. And I haven't heard from her after that.
Sometimes it's really not you.
Yes, it is.
See,
It's me.
Trend Honey reflects and offers insight in this clip.
That eye-opening time in your life when you figure out that you don't have a problem socializing. It's not your social skills. It was the people that you were trying to be social with. That was the problem the whole time. The environment, them people. Sometimes your friends or who you think are your friends. Because when I stopped going in spaces that made me uncomfortable, I figured out like, damn, people like socializing with me for a bunch of different reasons, And here I was thinking, because I always had that knot in my stomach around people I knew. These people I knew. Some of them I grew up around. I was never comfortable around those people. And that's why I stepped away from all of them. I don't hang out with nobody that I hung out with when I was younger. Most of them I don't speak to either. Unless they run into me when I go to my mom's. But, yeah, it's not your social skills. It's where you was at. It was that environment. It's them people.
I think Trent Honey is offering bars here.
Yeah, I agree.
The energy that you're feeling is because you're not in the right space, and that's why you feel uncomfortable and socially awkward. So you need to get out of that space and go find a space that you feel comfortable in.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Without a doubt.
Mind blown.
Yeah, you need to find your tribe.
You need to find your tribe, and then you won't be socially awkward.
Yeah. And that's why there are always cliques in high school, right? Mm-hmm. You have your popular people. Mm-hmm. You have your jockeys. Mm-hmm. You have your theater people. Mm-hmm. You have your hood people, right? You have your book smart people, the nerds. The nerds, yeah. Right? You have, what else? You had your cheerleaders. You got the band.
The band, yeah, I was a band guy.
You was a band guy?
Yeah, band guy.
I was always the kind of person who, I've never really belonged to one tribe. I always floated. I flip. I was on the band. I was in the theater. I was one of those sports people who was,
But I was very popular in high school, too. I mean, I kind of floated around also, I just knew a lot of people from, I don't know why. I mean, Pretty Ricky. They used to call me Pretty Ricky when I was in high school, Samuel High. Pretty Ricky is what they called me. Yeah.
Were you on the radio? Didn't Samo have like a radio station?
I wasn't on the radio, but I used to DJ in the quad at Samuel High.
Oh,
Yeah.
like with the what do they call them? The 33s?
No. The CD players. Yeah.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
Okay.
First person to play Tupac.
Which song?
I Get Around. Yeah.
In the quad?
In the quad.
First person to play Tupac in the quad?
First person. MLK at Samuel High. Yeah.
Okay, so Angel delivers a couple of social cheat codes in this share. So pay attention and then hit the chat because we are in the chat. YouTube, go ahead, get in that chat and check this out.
This is how you read your own energy and protect yourself from jealous people and envious people. You need to temporarily take the role of an observer to pay attention to how rooms operate, how people communicate when you are not involved. So for example, if you are at work, instead of always trying to insert yourself in conversations, make your work known, be the face of something, just sit back and watch how people talk when they're upset, when they're happy, when they're stressed. Now, when you do decide to include yourself, you can compare how they operated before and how they're operating now. Someone who's standoffish, someone who turns their body away from you when they're speaking, but they normally turn their body towards other people that they respect, is a sign that you're shifting the atmosphere in a way that they don't like. So they're rejecting your energy by rejecting your body. Next is to pay attention to what people ask you about or inquire about from you. Because people tend to want to talk about the things that actually make them feel intimidated. So someone who's always asking you about what you eat, your weight, your workout plan is intimidated by your body, your health, whatever. People who constantly ask how you make your money, how much money you make, they are intimidated by your earning potential. People who constantly want to know who you're dating, if you're talking to certain people, who you're talking to, who you know, they're intimidated by your social standing, your social influence. But they're not going to come out right and say these things because that would make them feel shameful. So instead, they're going to inquire in a way that feels harmless. But this is why you need to learn how to use your discernment so you can really start to understand what people mean in the undertones of what they say.
So she's saying read the body language and read, to read the room and read people before you go in there.
I disagree though when she says when people ask you about something that means they're intimidated by you. I think she used the wrong word when she said intimidated. Because I ask you what's your workout plan and what you eat, it doesn't mean I'm intimidated by you. That's a bit that's a bit dramatic. It may mean I like your body. It may mean, you have a body that I aspire to. Mm-hmm. Maybe I should try some things that you do. But it doesn't mean I'm intimidated by you or your body, Mm-hmm. If I ask you, how do you make your money or where do you work? It doesn't mean I'm intimidated by your money and where you work. It just means maybe I want to be down, baby.
I don't want to be down.
Maybe I want to be down. Maybe I want to be down with how you make your money. How you make your money? Can I get to the yams?
Can I get to the yams?
Can I get to the yams? Because I got bills to pay.
But I haven't heard that one in a while. But why are we so socially awkward around people we like and around romance?
That's such a good question.
Like that's a weird one though.
So good. We are literally that. If a person should ever go socially awkward, it is around the person that they like.
Because I remember times where I've been around a woman that I'm like, I like and I like a lot, and just, you never it never fails. Like something will happen where you'll end up tripping or you'll fall or like.
It's because you're being too careful. So you're calling you're calling that energy back into you. Gossip.com's managing editor, Dani Canada, joins us on Late Night Love. We'll meet you back here after the break.
Hey, are you constantly updating your interpersonal skills in hope of finding the one? All right. Do you think good social skills are critical to creating great romantic connections? Give us a call and share. All right. 310-369-0400. We would love to hear what you have to say. You can win some Foxhole swag. So this award-winning managing editor, writer, journalist, and host is truly the top tier. This Georgia Peach comes with receipts from Bossip to VH1, OWN, All Black, and more. She's delivered incredible work across a wide range of media outlets, always getting our favorite stars talking. This woman knows her way around a headline. Her megawatt smile and amazing energy are just the icing on the cake. There's no denying it. Everyone loves Dani Canada. Check out her work.
Hi, Dani Canada, managing editor of Bossip.com here. I'm with the cast and the EP of Beyond the Gates, Miss Sheila Duckworth. Please kick us off. We have to talk about this show that has been so successful. How does it feel to be renewed for another season already?
It feels terrific. It's another season to bring you all the happenings of everything behind the gates and with the Dupree family.
Yeah.
It's just something that we just love more than I can even say.
Yeah.
To have the opportunity 5 days a week to tell these stories with these characters and really show a slice of America that people haven't seen before.
That's key. This is 5 days a week that we are getting the show, meeting these amazing characters.
All right, let's welcome Dani Canada to the show, Late Night Love. Hello. Are you
Hello.
all in Atlanta or what?
Yes, I'm in Atlanta.
ATL, baby. What's going on with you? So welcome to the show. We love you.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you, Dani. You look absolutely gorgeous.
Big fan of Bossip. Big fan of Bossip.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I
guys.
certainly use Bossip for my prep for my radio show. So
Yes. Thank you so much for coming to our site. Appreciate that.
Yeah. So what's the favorite part of your career working Bossip? Is it the celebrities? Is it the first getting the scoop on the news, being first to kind of push it out to press, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's meeting the celebrities. It's also our really awesome staff. You know, we have writers who have been there just as long as me. I've been at Bossip since 2014.
Oh, wow.
And we
Oh,
really
wow.
are, long time.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
really are a team. We work together. We come together, give you guys these amazing headlines, give you guys this great work. And so it's fun.
I mean,
It's
you
always
guys are almost part of the culture at this point in time, too. I would say that because,
not
I mean,
almost, they are part of the
yeah.
culture.
I mean, Bossip has been around for a minute,
Long
a
time.
very, very long time.
Yeah.
So interviewing the celebrities is your favorite part. Any favorite interview that you've or event that you've been to or covered that you like or stands out?
You know, I always bring up Gabrielle Union, actually. Years ago, she set up a room with the St. Regis, and she had all Black press there, and she just gave us all top tier treatment. We all got to sit and talk to her. It was very intimate, and I was just like, a lot of celebrities don't do that, but she was very accommodating, very sweet, so that always stands out for me.
Gabrielle Union.
Yeah,
Wow. I mean, I'm happy to hear something good about her because
I knew you were going to say that.
yeah, because normally she's
Yeah.
referred to as a mean girl. So
Yeah,
I'm happy to hear that she has taken the time out to embrace the Black media
Well,
like
you
that.
know, when you're paying half the mortgage, I mean, what are you going to do? She had to pay them bills. Of course she was mean, but now she can relax.
JD.
Yeah.
Right.
So tonight we're talking about the necessity of good social skills when navigating these romantic streets. In your opinion, why are good interpersonal skills critical to a good dating lifestyle? And has like interpersonal skills like deteriorated in at least in the last 10 years since you've been at Bossip?
100% they have. So, it's so hard. Everyone is like awkward and it gets weird. I always say it's getting weird, just like Nene Leakes.
Yeah.
It's getting really weird. It gets weird very fast. So I always meet someone and I don't even bring it up to people until maybe like 2 or 3 weeks in because I'm like, I already know. It's not going to last. It's going to get weird very quickly. They're going to say something weird. They're going to try to flirt and then like insult you. It's just odd how weird it is.
Like they're trying to crack a joke and maybe it just falls
Yes.
flat and it's like, yeah. Why do you think that is? Like, what do you think is going on to where like the awkwardness is happening with people? Is it just
I think people aren't talking anymore. You know, people don't want to talk on the phone. People don't want to take the time to get to know people. It's just very quickly they want to talk to you via text to try to get to know you and barrage you with questions. And then you go out with the person and they're like, oh, well, we're not a match and I don't really like this person. And then it turns into men feeling like, oh, I got finessed and I wasted my money because I went out with this girl. And so it's just, I don't think people are taking the time to get to know each other anymore. And it really shows.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely shows. And when you say it gets weird, it's always like when you used to have that boyfriend that you talk to on the phone all the time, all the time, all the time. And then when you see him, it's like this weird awkwardness because you're now.
You're right. That is weird, right? 'Cause
Right.
You're so comfortable on the phone.
And then when you see him, it's like,
You can't even talk.
yeah, it's just weird. And so now it's that all of the time because you're not even talking, you're texting. So I can't imagine how weird it must be when you finally meet somebody that you've been texting for 6 months.
Right. And it's like, well, who is this?
Right, who are you?
I don't even know who you are.
That part, who are you?
Yes.
Like, you don't look like you sound.
Wow. I guess if it wasn't for sex, maybe the relationship would be perfect just keeping it online and through Zoom.
Listen, yeah.
You know, I mean, I guess we can send away for some products and we can do that online
See,
also.
this is getting weird.
Listen, we
is
can
getting
keep
weird.
the sex online too. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you might
Dani,
as well.
with folks spending most of their time online, how is it not meeting in person initially impacting dating? Since we're
how
talking
is
about
not
that,
meeting
yeah, how is
in
not?
person?
Yeah.
It makes it awkward. I think people try to like rely on social media to feel like they know you and they have something to talk about, but it's like that is my job. You know, it's not necessarily who I am as a person. So then when you do meet them 6 months later, then it is awkward.
Yeah. So, okay, let me ask you this. You bring up that is my job. Can a person get to know someone through their social media platform?
You can get to know certain characteristics of that person. You can see what they like, what they're reposting, what they're interested in, but you're not going to get to the meat and the bones unless you sit there and have a conversation with this person. I'm not going to know your religious beliefs. I'm not going to know about your family. Like you get more when you actually sit there and have a conversation.
Yeah. What is okay? I'm getting all up in your business now, boss. What's been the strangest interaction you've had online to date?
I've had several. What comes to mind is recently I matched with a guy on a dating app and it was going well. Like we were having the banter. I was like, okay, this is cool. But like I said, he just got too familiar too quick. He was like, big head girl, we gonna go out and hey, big head. And like not even cute. Not even cute. Like, hey, big head was like, oh, girl, your head's so big. And I'm like, it is big. So why would you say that? Like, I don't even know you like that. We've never even met. So it went nowhere very quickly because it was like you have this familiarity there that shouldn't be there yet.
So was that before you met him or was that while you all were still having the online conversation?
Before we even met. So we had talked online. I gave him my number. And then like the first conversation, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, so I want to say, I mean, that whole hey big head thing is like, that's an intimate little joke.
Yeah.
That you have to kind of wait till you got to put in some time to do that.
I feel like it's time out for the hey big head though. That should be old school now. Like the hey big head ought to be like, can we get rid of hey big head?
Well, that's an intimate thing that really only works is if it really works for them too. Like it's not a generic thing that you can just throw at somebody. Like it may work for both of them in some capacity.
But what I'm saying is it shouldn't work no more. Like that's old.
No, but it's a nuanced joke is what I'm saying. It's not a general type situation.
No, I know what it is. I'm saying it shouldn't be. I know exactly what it is. And usually the hey big head is referencing it's usually the thing like if you haven't seen somebody for a long time or text them for a long time and you're trying to be cute and you click in, hey big head, what's up? You know, that's like, oh, so now you want to see me. That's usually what it's for.
Yeah, I think if men are trying to introduce comedy or comedic flirtiness to a relationship, I think you need to go take a class.
There's an art to it.
There is a strategic art to it that you need to learn so that you don't fall flat or offend or come off as corny, and you need to come off as classy, cute. You know, and so if you don't know how to do that, then you're better off just keeping it cute and just keeping it just
Yeah, I don't. For some reason, men think that women love a funny guy, and
But
we
they
do.
You guys say that all the time.
We love.
To an extent.
Right. Thank
Right, but
you.
we
Danny.
don't know what the extent is. That's the problem.
Which is why, if you're not a comedian, then just don't joke.
Explain it. Hey, what's the extent, Danny?
You have to be able to bounce off the person that you're interested in. Like if I'm joking around and I say something a little slick and you want to joke back and then we get the little banter going and we're, playing around, fine, that's cute. But I think no one wants a guy who's just always just joking all the time, like, because then I don't know when to take you seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when it becomes corny. Because it's like, man, this dude can't even be serious. Everything's a joke with him.
We don't know. Listen, we don't know the nuance of your brain.
We're telling you.
Well, yes, and we're learning. We're learning. We're being educated tonight. We thank you for this.
So, Danny, do you think people know in advance of bombing badly with someone that they have bad social skills, or are they clueless? Speaking of, we don't know when to joke and when not to joke.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are very clueless. I think a lot of people, I don't know, I think they think it's going to go one way in their head, and then when it's time to deliver, it goes like all the way left, and it doesn't really work.
Yeah,
So I think a lot of people, their perception is off for sure.
Yeah, I think the other thing is that just because you're funny with your friends or you're funny to yourself, your funny doesn't. Everybody's sense of humor. It's different, and it doesn't translate. And it's best that when you meet somebody new, to keep your comedy routine to yourself until you get to know the person that you're trying to know, and then you slowly start breaking out the routine.
Yes, calm down, Chris Tucker. We don't need it.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Come on,
How does being online apply a false sense of confidence to people, Danny?
Oh,
yeah.
That's a good question. That's actually
Yeah.
really good. I think people think that because they have a lot of likes and a lot of followers that of course you want me. Of course you want to go on a date with me, girl. And and if I want to go 50-50 and split this bill, of course you're going to want to do that 'cause I'm the man. I am the man. Everybody wants to go out with me. So I think it does give people a little bit of inflation in their ego, and they think that dates are going to go one way just because of that. I can see that for sure.
I got 500,000 Chinese bots following me. Who do you think you are?
Right. I'm important.
I'm
Yeah.
important. With that, I mean, literally, what's so funny is that all that like following stuff, it's like Monopoly money. It really doesn't really mean anything at the end of the day. I mean,
Unless you're getting paid for it.
You're right.
You said you met a guy through a dating app. Do you trust in the dating apps? Is that something that you regularly use?
Not anymore.
Really?
Oh no.
Yeah, I deleted all the apps off my phone. I gave it the old college try. I really did.
Do you go back and forth? Is that like I go back and forth?
I have. I have. But in 2025, where I am right now, I'm like, I just can't do it. Like, I don't know. My husband's gonna have to find me. He's gonna have to like burst through the door like a Kool-Aid man. I don't know. Because
Not the Kool-Aid man.
Hey, he got to do something. Oh yeah. So it's just not.
We've talked about this before. Number one, there's like those things are expensive. They're exhausting on top of that.
Yes.
And then
the algorithm is terrible.
The algorithm is terrible. And then when you do match with somebody and then you do go out on a date, you get like, hey, big head.
Exactly.
So why might it be easier for someone to send a sexy picture than it is to date in real life?
That's a no-no either. That's a big one. That's another one.
I always say I feel like when guys do that, they've gotten some positive reinforcement somewhere. Someone was like, "Ooh, yeah."
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
I agree, because sometimes you'll meet someone and then immediately it's like, "Here you go. Here's what I got. Take a look." And it's like, "Whoa, hold on."
I have yet to meet a woman who said, "Yeah, I like unsolicited D pics." I have yet to meet one woman, but I have met 1,000 women who say, "Yeah, men send them all for some reason."
Yeah, the quick way to get blocked.
Yeah, I don't know. And then you guys share them in the group text and laugh.
For sure. Yeah. Sending the sexy pictures or the DPs. Sending the DPs to me is the equivalent of a man just whipping it out on you on a date. You know.
Yeah.
It's like, why I want to see all that?
What, I mean,
Lacking social skills.
you get the
That part.
you get the shirt off, or what kind of sexy pictures do you get?
I've gotten all of them. I've
Oh.
gotten people like, "Oh, look at my gym progress," and it's like, "Why are you?"
Look at my gym progress. That was slick though. That was
I've definitely
slick.
gotten that. I've definitely gotten that one. I'm like, "What are we doing here? What are we doing?" Like, I don't. Okay. You can just post your gym progress on Instagram. You don't have to send it to me directly.
Can you check out my gains? Can you see my biceps look bigger for week 13 to 15?
So, what's some advice you would give someone who is on the dating apps and want to kind of diminish their awkwardness that they might feel about it?
That's a good question. Take your time. And I feel like you guys made a really good point too when you said that we get awkward around people that we like. So I understand, like maybe you see someone and you're very interested and you get very awkward with it, but just take your time. Take your time. Be yourself. Try to get to know the person. Don't send anything crazy. Don't crack jokes too soon. Just take your time and hopefully let your personality shine through.
Right. What are some ways to remove some fear and anxiety from the dating experience altogether, Dani?
Oh, that's a good question. Talk to your friends because I feel like everybody's in the same boat. Like, when I talk to my girlfriends, so I'm here in Atlanta, but I have girlfriends in Houston and Delaware and Virginia, and we all have the same story. So it's just like, talk to your friends. Like it's normal, it is what it is. So talk to your friends to make it feel less weird, less awkward.
Yeah, I think that people think that they're in a situation by themselves, but as I've been doing this late night love show, you find that everybody is pretty much like experiencing similar things. Let us know where we can find you. How can people reach out?
Yes, you can follow me on all social media platforms at I am Dani Canada. That's DaniCanada. And of course, follow Bossip at Bossip Official on Instagram and at Bossip on Twitter and Bossip.com.
Thanks to Dani Canada.
Thank you guys so much.
Bossip.com. More late night love after this.
Bye, big head. I'll see you later.
I'm gonna block
She
you.
don't think that funny. She don't think that's funny. She don't think that's funny. Well, are you struggling with your social skills and prefer keeping your interactions online? Do you think it's easier making connections virtually versus in real life? What are your thoughts on that? Call Late Night Love to let us know. 310-369-0400. Don, where did you break down? Where did the breakdown happen? Can you think of any reasons or moments in recent history that may have led to our challenges with social skills? Your challenges with social skills.
Yeah, I'm gonna say social media. I think that's one of them. The iPhone. I think that's another one. When we started doing everything online, and when that's and I think it's recent within the last 15 years.
The pandemic.
The pandemic might have been another one. We've had the millennial generation kind of come of age in the last 15 years to where they grew up with technology and they grew up texting, and so remember we grew up outside. We grew up having to communicate with people, having to have social skills, playing with people, going to the Boys and Girls Club or going out, like your mama said, get out the house.
Church camp.
So we had to go be social because our mamas and daddies were tired of us being in the house and bugging them.
So Marlon Cozy is in the chat. Is socially awkwardness another form of insecurity? It could be, possibly, but then I do think that there are instances where people are just socially awkward. Like they don't have the same attributes as those extroverts.
Yeah, I think it's just a piece of, it's just a skill that they haven't really learned how to, like a muscle they haven't really learned how to use yet. And so it is, I guess you could say it's insecurity, but it's just a muscle they haven't learned how to work.
But to me, socially awkward means different things, right? So I don't think it means whether you're sociable. It's that you're awkward socially. And so if you're socially awkward, that means that the people who you're being sociable with are not people who relate in your fashion. But if you move around to people who relate in your fashion, then you're no longer socially awkward.
But I think the awkwardness comes from a lack of confidence from the room or the people that you're
And that's
in.
what I'm saying. It's not. And the reason why I'm saying it's not is because of the word awkward, right? We're not talking about being insecure. We're not talking about not being authentic. What we're talking about is if I put you in a room full of jocks, you're going to be socially awkward because they're talking about football and things of their nature and what's good to them. And so you're going to fall in the awkward line when you say, when Kobe Bryant got that touchdown,
yeah, I ain't gonna
you know what I'm saying? Now you're awkward.
Yeah, it's not
but
my
if
energy.
you put a jock in a room full of radio personalities, now who becomes the awkward one?
The jock.
Right.
Get out of his element.
So I don't believe that being socially awkward has anything to do with your insecurities or anything that you're lacking in social skills. I think it's more of you're in a place that doesn't belong to you, and so you become awkward.
We're extremely active online and use technology to connect with people. How do virtual connections substitute for and differ from in-person interactions? I guess they could substitute if you're still making the connection, but I think there's something about looking somebody in the face instead of talking through a device.
What's the question then?
So, how do virtual connections substitute for and differ from in-person interactions?
Oh.
But I think if you're having a FaceTime conversation with someone, I think that is just as comparable as looking somebody in the face and being there with somebody. But if you're texting through an iMessage, I think that's a different type of interpersonal conversation that you're having.
Yeah.
And I think you might be a different person through that text message conversation than that FaceTime conversation.
When you don't look, this is why we have what do we call them? What do we call trolls or keyboard gangsters, right? Because they don't have to show their face. You don't get to see who they are. And when you don't get to see who a person is in real life, they can be anyone.
Did you see Mike Epps on Kai Cenat's stream where he said that when he first got onto Twitter, somebody was beefing with him and he paid somebody to track him down.
And it was a 14-year-old boy.
It was a 14-year-old white boy in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And he thought it was a grown man that was beefing with him. And he was like, oh, wow. And that's
pretty much what it is. That's the difference between in real life and anybody can say whatever they want to say, however they want to say it, when they don't have to be accountable for it.
Yeah.
And so that's the difference. If I, that's why people say it to my face. You can't say it. That's why Cardi B like, run me to Addie. Run me to Addie.
Run me to Addie.
She like, while you typing on the keyboard, Nicki Minaj, I need the address so I can come and
Please, Cardi B, stop saying that.
So I can come.
I cringe every time she says that. I'm like, please no. You got too much on the line. You got to put your phone down and go outside. Khadijah is trying to get some love with this share. Listen up.
Remember that dating is a social skill. It's something that you have to foster, okay? And I'm not saying you have to go on 1,000,000,001 dates, but what I am saying, you have to build the muscle of being social with others. You have to build the muscle of picking up on social cues, picking up on people's interests or disinterests. That is something you cannot learn in isolation and only read books, okay? You have to get out in the field and go where people are so you can build your social skill muscle. A lot of times we talk about the concept of soft skills and hard skills only in conjunction with academia or the professional workspace, but those soft skills are so important to building community, building friendships, and finding partnership. You need to be able to read the room, per se. You need to be able to see when someone is interested and when someone know how to work a room. You need to know how your words affect others, your tone of voice. What are you trying to say? It's not what you say, it's how you say. We hear this phrase a lot, especially when we're talking about parenthood and the parent and child relationship. It's not what you said, it's how you said it. That same concept still applies to dating. And so I want to really encourage y'all, if you are interested in building community of any type, you have to go out into the world.
Gotta go outside.
You know what's so interesting? And it was so funny. I remember us being on the air one day, and I was like, T-Pain has this great song. It's the greatest song ever. It's called Put Your Phone Down, Look at Me. And then everybody's like, ain't nobody listening to that. And literally, he's talking about put your phone down, look at me. I thought it was the greatest song with the great message, but nobody...
I don't even know the song.
You're right, because nobody wanted to hear it.
But Erykah Badu had a song called I Can Make You Put Your Phone Down.
I bet.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, listen.
Where
ladies,
there's a will, there's a way, baby.
Where there is a will, there is a way, ladies. Come on now. Make me put the phone down.
Don't play with the ladies. Don't play with the ladies.
How about a message? Your body knows. Trust and pay attention to it. Safe Space with K might help someone with this share. Check this out.
Okay, wait. Did y'all know that anxiety is our body's way of letting us know that it doesn't trust us? Long story short, it don't matter if you went through abuse. It don't matter if you just didn't learn how to defend yourself emotionally, mentally, physically. If you don't know how to defend yourself for real, your body is going to send you adrenaline and fear in hopes that you just remove yourself from the situation as a whole. So this is why some of us may feel anxiety in very casual situations. Like if you have social anxiety, it's probably because you were at one point dominated by jealousy or judgment or just really harsh energies, and you always felt threatened. You never learned how to speak up for yourself. You never learned how to assert yourself in social situations. So your body is like, you know what, let's just leave. Let's just not even do it. A lot of people get relationship anxiety. A lot of people, as soon as they start trusting somebody or gaining feelings for somebody, that anxiety spikes up because you never learned how to assert your boundaries. You never learned how to fully exist or coexist in a relationship, and so you automatically feel threatened by the fact that you might not be able to protect yourself or protect your feelings, protect your heart. So anxiety is just the body's way of letting us know, hey, you don't have a lot of boundaries, you don't have a lot of defense mechanisms or whatever is needed to feel safe and protected in that area.
Oh, I ain't feel protected my whole life because I'm just walking around here with anxiety.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Going on
Do
there.
you feel what she says?
I absolutely, absolutely. Trust and pay attention to it. And anxiety. Oof.
Yeah, and your body. I think people need to understand that your body and your mind, they're one and the same. Like this body it's not a leg, a arm, a heart, a head. It's one thing.
Piece, yeah.
It's one whole thing. So the minute something is obstructed or something feels violated, the entire body feels violated. So if you are in a space where you're feeling awkward in a different way, your body will tell you. And that's what she's saying.
Well, what if you really like the person that you
Your body tells you. Your body tells you that.
Well, I'm saying, but what if your mind says I like the person that I want to like the person that I'm with, but I'm just awkward around her.
What?
I want to like the person that I'm with, but I'm awkward around her.
You want to like the person that you're with.
But I can't help but being awkward around her. Like, how do you get past that?
But what does wanting to like her
Like,
have to do?
I like her, but I'm awkward
so you
around her.
like the person you're with, but you're awkward. That the awkwardness is your body telling you that you like her.
Well, how do I get
So
past?
your body is talking to you.
But how do I get past the awkwardness, though? That's the thing.
I think the way to get past the awkwardness is the same way you get past your fear of flying. You ride it out. Okay. We'll be right back. We'll ride this breakout. Don, you often share your stories of dating online.
Yeah.
I don't remember you sharing it. What story did you share online about your dating?
About my dating? Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't share my stories about
How have
dating.
the apps? Oh, your OnlyFans story. How have the apps and social media impacted dating, and how likely are you after meeting online? Do you actually meet in person? I'm interested in that too.
I met a girl online. Her name was Burdetta the Mood Setter. Burdetta the Mood Setter. Now Burdetta.
What app did you meet her on?
I met her on Bumble.
Okay.
Yeah, I met Detta on Bumble.
Detta?
Yeah. She was in rehab.
For what?
DUI.
Oh, okay. Well, it happens.
Yeah, I picked her up from rehab. We went out for a little bit, and we went out and picked her up, and she was like, "You can date other people," and I was like, "Oh, this is coming to an end quick." Sent her a couple of roses, and I was
You
like,
did? You sent her roses? Why'd you send her roses?
I liked her. It was nice. Sent her roses.
Was she pretty?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was one of those white black girls. You know, that kind of. She was a black girl who hung out in white spaces. Like, does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
You know, like the black girls that listen to rock music. Yeah, it was nice. You know, so you know.
What broke it off?
She just. I mean, I guess I can't hold attention. I guess I don't know.
She ghosted you?
I guess. Why? Oh, here we go again. It's my fault again. I picked wrong. I picked wrong. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Listen. Hold on. Hold on. She was around my. I didn't know she was in rehab when she matched on Bumble. I didn't. What do you want me to do?
When did you find out she was in rehab?
First or second date. And then it was like, hey, I have to go to the rehab on the weekends. I got to do this. You know what I'm saying? What do you want me to do?
What did you say when she said, hey, I got to go to rehab?
I don't judge. I don't judge. But you know what? I'm going to start judging you now. All right? All right? I'm going to start judging you now because you know what? I'm tired of this always being my fault.
So, okay, so...
Let ye without sin cast the first stone.
So the day before the last show, you have come, you, my friend, have learned through late night love.
I've learned through late night love?
You have learned through late night love to
I'm just tired of y'all
judge
picking on me, that's all.
your women. Choose wisely.
It's not even about that. How do I know? It's not that she wrote I'm in rehab in Woodland Hills on the weekends.
You should have known when she said you date other people.
We both like cats.
That's good.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
What happened to her?
She got off the case. She did a little time, and she's doing what she does.
She did a little time.
We keep in touch on Telegram. I mean, not like little time.
Wait, she did a little time?
In the rehab.
Oh, okay.
You know, she had a case. You know, she beat the case. The man lost his leg. So, you know, I think it was like a second or third DUI.
Oh, my God.
So.
Oh, my God.
But, but she apologized and,
And move forward?
And move forward. And
so why might people be more comfortable with sexting than talking? Are people more comfortable with sexting than sexting on the thing versus just talking?
Now,
have you ever sexted before?
Yes, I have done this once.
I didn't think sexting would be plausible. Like, I didn't think sexting could do anything until I had a sexting experience.
I've only done this once with somebody I was actually seeing.
Okay.
And I am not a big proponent of doing this, but like I kind of liked her that much, and I was like, okay, let me send you a little Donna Michi action here.
Oh wait, so you sent pictures during sexting?
I sent a video.
You sent videos?
There's a video.
Shut up.
Here's a video.
And then she sent video back? How does it work? Oh, okay. Then I never had experience with sexting then, maybe.
There's a video out there on the internet that is, of me.
So you sent her a video. Did she send you a video back? Why did y'all just FaceTime?
I think I just did it and sent it to her. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
And then what she sent back?
She was just like, I think she would send me like half dressed pictures of her with like her boobs out. And, and just we would be like, I want you, and come
I'm
make
trying
love
to figure out how it works. Are you a DP guy?
A DP? Not really. No, that was the only time I've ever done that. And me and her were in a relationship for a little bit, and so that was the only time I ever done that.
So you'll do that if you're in a relationship with somebody and it's something that they want?
That was kind of a weird relationship to where I kind of had a weird connection with her. I don't think I'll ever do that again. I have a weird feeling of just my body parts just hanging out on the internet.
But nobody knows it's your body parts.
Yeah, I just pieces of me hanging out. I don't like to leave digital footprints of me lying around.
Nobody knows it's you.
Well, listen.
Do you think men can share a DP but not know how to have a conversation?
I think it's easy for men to share that because for some men they think that if I'm either well endowed or that women are just this horny type thing that the minute they see a penis that they're going to be like, oh, come have sex with me right now.
Okay.
But but it has to work.
Newsflash, most women don't like unsolicited DPs.
I don't. Then why are they sending them if it doesn't work?
Unsolicited DPs. No, they're sending them because they think it works. It doesn't work.
Then why are they sending it?
I don't know why y'all sending them.
Somebody somewhere is
Ain't
saying
nobody nowhere is asking for no DPs. We feel you, sis. Fellas, take it out the chat.
Maybe it's a Chinese bot.
Chanel speaks for the ladies in this clip.
Good morning, y'all. I hate a man who good morning me to death. Every morning, good morning, beautiful. We never had no dates. We've never gone past these good morning, beautiful. Hope you have a great day. Good morning. Hope you have an amazing day, queen. If you don't get off my goddamn phone, make a move or move around. Make a move or move around. I don't have no time. Initiate something. Do something. Don't keep good morning. Why would you think it would be okay to keep texting me good morning, beautiful, every morning and that's it? Like, what would be the reason? Do you think that I need that to start my day? Like, where are we going to go from there? Like, what's your next move? Make it and make it quickly. Do something. I'm not about to keep telling, good morning, thank you. I'm not about to keep doing that. Move around quickly.
So you gotta
make it and make it quick.
You gotta have variety with it.
Let me say this. Hold on. Okay, go ahead. Variety.
It's good morning, beautiful, grand rising queen. Top of the morning to you. How you doing? You up? Hey, big head. You know what I'm saying? You gotta change it around.
Yeah, and we are telling you, we the women, the coalition of women, we have decided. Now I'm not
because you said you like good morning text.
Hold on.
Okay.
We used to like good morning text.
Oh, not anymore.
We used to the good morning text when the text world began. You know, because the text world is fairly new.
Okay.
When the text world began, nobody knew what to do with it. There was some clever man somewhere atop a mountain that said, I shall text good morning to my rotation of women in a lovingly fashion.
The goalpost is changing.
And
Okay,
thus,
I got you.
He did it.
Okay.
And all the women across the women across the world who were lucky enough to receive it,
good morning
this man on the mountain's good morning text
felt special
and loved. Oh, and they told all of their friends, and their friends told their friends that the good morning text was the best thing that made them feel so soft and snuggly and loved inside. And then it went back up to the man on the mountain, and the man on the mountain decided to text all of the men of the world and say, hey guys, it worked, go for it. And all of the men of the world begin texting all of the women of the world good morning text. In rotation, they would get up in the morning and they would set their alarms to text the women in rotation about the world.
And all the world was good.
Good morning text.
And all the world was good.
All the world was good until the secret was out. Every woman was receiving the good morning love text, the good morning grand rising queen text. And we, the women of the world, have decided that that's some bullslip, Geraldo. Stop it. Because what had happened was men were replacing the good morning text with action.
You were replacing action with the good morning text.
No. Yes.
Yeah, okay, right.
Right. Whichever way you want to put it.
Yeah. They weren't doing stuff. They were just like, oh, this is enough. This is what she wants.
This is making her feel good. This is making her think I'm thinking about her. But then we realized, y'all on a rotation. You on, like, literally, we started realizing because how your man sending you a good morning text too? How your man sending you a good morning text? My man sending me a good morning text.
We can automate that in our phones.
I know. And we realized that we were on automation. And that's when it became...
Not special.
Not special. The most abysmal thing that a man can do. It's like you thought telling me good morning was going to cap. What is it? Was going to trump taking me out to dinner? No, sir.
I wonder where we got that from.
No, sir.
I wonder where we got telling you good morning was going to make you feel good.
You got it from us.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure.
You got it from us.
Okay.
I'm an accountable black woman.
Okay. Well, I tell you, God can put you in.
We loved it until you abused it.
God.
You abused it. You were giving us good morning texts without asking us to marry you. You were sending us good morning texts without giving a commitment of love to be your girlfriend. You were sending us good morning texts. You were sending us good morning texts without. You were sending us a good morning text without following up. Good morning at 8 a.m. and then I don't hear from you again until 8 a.m. the next morning.
Listen, look, this is why we got kicked out of the Garden of Eden.
Right here. Or a D-pic.
Right here.
Or a D-pic.
More late night love in 2 minutes right after this.
And don't you dare text good night.
Welcome back to Late Night Love. Call the number on the screen at 310-369-0400, or if contributing virtually is more your thing, drop us your thoughts in the chat. Please. So, Tammy, we often reminisce about old school dating rituals like meeting someone at the club or flirting with a sexy stranger, with those customs now feeling almost ancient. What predictions do you have for in real life social interactions? Do you think it will continue to decline? You think social media?
Real life. Do I think social media will decline?
I mean, do you think things will go back to us meeting in person? Like social media will disappear and
everything is secular. So yes, I do believe that we will come back to the world where there is a real interpersonal communication.
Yeah.
For sure. We got Daryl on the line. Good with texting, but awkward when meeting someone in person. Daryl, hi.
Hey, this is Daryl.
Hey, Daryl.
Hey, Daryl.
How's it going? Daryl here. What's up, guys?
So, Daryl, let me ask you this. Are you uncomfortable or awkward with this phone call?
I'd say so.
Because it doesn't seem like it. You seem quite confident.
I seem confident. That's so kind of you.
Yeah, you do.
That might be the first time anybody said that to me.
You sound very confident on this call.
That means a lot to me.
So why do you think you prefer texting versus meeting people in real life?
Well, I'm gonna keep it buck with you right now. When I'm on the dating apps, I feel like I can be myself, and I'm coming up with these zingers. They're eating it up. You were talking about earlier about some sexting, you know. Some of that might be happening even before the first date. And I think a lot of that really just starts because y'all heard of ChatGPT?
Yeah.
How old do you think I am?
Yeah, so
Damn.
Wait, all right, so
38.
You're
Okay, thank you.
you're using ChatGPT to send you text messages?
No, I'm sending the text messages, but whenever she starts texting me, I don't trust my body enough, so I auto-generate pictures that would, I think, look like me, or maybe a little better.
I had a girl do that to me one time where she was trying to make me
Don't laugh at
mad.
me.
She was trying to make me jealous about her new boyfriend, so she would auto-generate pictures of a naked guy to make me jealous and say, "Here's my new boyfriend, and we're having sex right now, and he's better than you," and blah 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 blah. I was like, okay.
This is a family show, so we don't need to get into that, those kind of details. But
I didn't even know ChatGPT could auto-generate bodies.
Yeah.
yeah, all I ask it to do is say, like, give me, like, make me look like the bottom half of Derrick Henry and add a few inches.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, AI is doing a lot of things, but, is it healthy to do something like that to kind of trick the person that you're with? Because eventually you're going to have to show.
You're going to have real sex with them,
Yeah.
Daryl.
Can you say that again? Sorry, I think your microphone's too good.
I think
piercing through my ears.
you're going to have real sex with them at some point, Daryl. What happens when they discover that that's not your bottom half?
Oh, I'm a munch. I go down first, and then usually stops there. We usually.
Daryl, you become more and more interesting by the minutes, my friend.
Daryl, come on. Now,
I don't know how.
How good it makes me look when she's like, "Oh, it's my turn," and I'm like, "Honey, you good."
Well, I mean,
Daryl, I don't know how. I really don't know how you could possibly be awkward. Because you seem quite confident, you seem quite like you believe in yourself. You got a plan, and it seems like you stick to it. I say, keep being yourself, Daryl. Thank you for calling Late Night Love.
Daryl. I appreciate that.
Keep being yourself.
Mostly talk to my dog.
That's good, man, Daryl. We appreciate you. Well, Daryl's got a plan. I mean, I don't know if that's.
Daryl's got a plan. He's sticking to it.
But he brings something up, which is very interesting, of people using technology to try to facilitate their romance, and I think that is a thing also that people are using. I don't recommend using any of these AIs or
but I want
ChatGPT
to ask,
type situations.
is that a good, why can't that be a good thing? If you are awkward, if you are shy, if you're not confident, if you're a little insecure, but these, AI
assistant tools.
Well, these tools help to make you a more confident man or woman and help to move you in a direction where you can feel good about yourself and good about meeting people. What is wrong with using them?
I think they're going to be a crutch for you. I mean, at what point you have to kind of fail into growth. Mm-hmm. So you're never going to learn to kind of be confident by leaning on some type of artificial assistant tool.
But it can't be like a head start to get there?
I mean,
it'll end up being a crutch.
I think I think you just got to put. Steve Harvey came out with a whole thing years ago where he's saying if you are trying to do anything that's scary, that you got to jump off the ledge and jump. And so if you can't jump with an AI assistant, carrying you along the way.
But if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, fellas. The Marquette effect advises you to put in the work.
I talk to a lot of guys who have an issue when it comes to talking to women that they are interested in. They get anxious. They feel like they're going to make a fool of themselves, so they don't even want to go down that road. And while I understand that, there's something very important that you have to understand. This problem comes from you not living a social life, right? What you have to understand is social skills, socializing is essentially a muscle. And like all muscles, before you use them, they got to be warmed up. Like, think about it. A lot of guys have this narrative in their head that they're just going to live life, be isolated, be introverted. Then they're going to see a woman they're interested in and talk to them and magically know all the right things to say, right? Just magically be charismatic, magically be interesting, magically have the ability to engage her in a romantic way where her interest is going to be reciprocated. That's not what happens. What tends to happen is because you haven't put any reps in, because you're not essentially talking to people, you're going to come off as awkward and stifled. So the solution is for you to just talk to everyone. Not literally, but just talk to more people, even people you have no romantic interest in. Talk to guys, talk to women who you don't have romantic interest in, right? Have platonic conversations. Talk to service workers who are literally paid to engage you. Because what happens when you live life that way is that you'll always be on socially. You'll always be warmed up. You'll always be ready. So when that chance encounter does happen, you'll be fluid. You'll be charismatic. You'll be naturally in a flow state to create an engaging conversation that may transpire to you finding a woman you can date or a girlfriend.
You know, one of Spicy Mighty's tips is always to go talk to everybody. And I think she went ahead and when she was trying to work on becoming the magnetic matchmaker was to go, and I think before she even got married, was to go and talk to everybody in the room. And that kind of helped her build up maybe confidence or helped her become a better speaker to everybody in the room. And I think that's a good tool for everybody to kind of do. Just go and talk to everybody in every single room and just say hi. I mean, you have...
But you got to know what to say.
Hi, how you doing?
Okay, what happens after that?
Man, that is an amazing shirt that you're wearing today. And I really love your hair.
Talk about my shirt.
Well, I really love your makeup today. Your hair is absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
It looks like it's growing a little bit
Thank
longer.
you.
Wow.
You ain't never met me before. How you know it's growing?
Well, it looks like it's a lot of hair growth out there. Is that a new product that you're putting in your hair? You have the most amazing, stunning brown eyes. You know that?
Yeah, I don't like those conversations. Like they're so fake and shallow to me that I don't like them.
Is one boob bigger than the other?
I don't like
Is that better?
that might get me. Hey, big head. You might as well go there.
Is your name Big Head?
Yeah, like all
Can I
of
buy
those
you a drink? I mean,
conversations. I don't like the conversations like when you say, "So, where you from? Where do you live?" You know what?
Hi, my name is Don. How about you introduce yourself? I thought you looked interesting.
I am socially awkward, and my problem is I don't know where to go with a conversation. I have no clue where to go with a conversation after, hey, how you doing? It's a good day. So how did you get here?
Well, I think if you make the conversation all about the person that you're talking about. I love your suit. I love your dress. You smell great. What is it you're wearing? Oh my goodness. Wow, those are great shoes.
Yeah, but I don't want to walk around a party telling everybody what I love about them. Like, they're so fake. Like, what if they don't have on nothing I love?
The whole conversation is fake. This is about you learning to talk to people.
I don't want to have fake conversations. That is the awkwardness in me. I don't like being fake. I don't like having fake conversations.
We're building a muscle here. So we're getting the conversation started. Mm-hmm. The whole conversation doesn't have to be fake.
Ooh, we're watching the clock and getting ready for the end of tonight's Late Night Love. Pay attention. We should pay attention to the clock ourselves. And watch this. We'll be right back, y'all. We coming back. A corny pickup line that works every time like a charm. Listen to the one that got this creator's attention.
I heard the best pickup line ever today, and I wanted to share because somebody used this. I think it will work. Preface, I love a corny pickup line. I think they're so funny, right? So I was walking in the streets of Philadelphia today on my way to the bank, right? And I walked past this car, a guy is sitting and I had my headphones on. He's like, excuse me, to get my attention. And I was like, oh, sorry, like what happened, right? Because I thought I missed something because I have my headphones on. And he's like, oh, do you know this area well? Are you from here? I'm like, well, I'm not originally from here, but I go to school here, so I know it well enough. Like, do you need help with something? And he's like, oh, okay, I just need help with some directions. And I was like, oh, where are you trying to go? And this man says, how do we go from here to our first date? That is so smooth. That is so funny. And I was like, oh my goodness, that is actually hilarious. I am unavailable, but you should use it on somebody else. Like, genuinely, as a woman, I think that's really funny. I think hitting on someone is such a brave exercise that when men hit on me, I try to be really nice about it, right? Even if, like, I'm not interested. Like, I try to encourage them. Because it's actually such a hard thing to do. You face a lot of rejection in doing so.
I don't think that was a corny pickup line. I thought that was actually a great pickup line.
It was great. I mean, it fell in the line of corniness, but because of how he played it, it was a beautiful line.
That was the old
beautiful corny
misdirection type situation.
Yeah, that was dope.
Directions to our first date.
I'm trying to find my way from here to our first date. Yeah, I might have gone on the first date with him just because. That's a good one.
You gave him some? Was it that good?
See, now there we go.
It wasn't that good if it gets done?
There we go. We always got to get to the nasty part, huh?
Why does it got to be nasty?
Okay, go ahead.
So listen here, Dr. Mack. Folks need some wise counsel. What are some simple yet powerful ways to improve our social skills, both in person and online?
Oh, in person and online. Some powerful ways to improve our social skills. Some powerful ways. Well, obviously, consistency works. You've gotta go out and do it, right? And I would also, you know what I would think you could do? You could observe.
Ooh.
You could go somewhere, sit down in the cut, and just observe. Observe what other people are doing who end up making a connection and sitting down. The bar is always a great place to improve your social skills because the bartender is always going to talk to you and try to pull something out of you, even in the midst of what are you drinking? You know what I'm saying? Like, bartenders are very, very good when it comes to social skills. And usually people who sit at the bar are sitting at the bar because they are sociable or want to be sociable. If you don't want to be sociable, you usually find a table somewhere in the cut off to yourself. If you're at the bar, you know there's going to be conversation and somebody's going to sit next to you.
And people are very sociable at the bar too. You can always
the bar
comment
is a social, it's a social connect. So I would say instead of getting a table, sit at the bar. You know, and those are where the social people are. Typically, it's specifically women, but men too. And when it takes the load and the onus off of you to engage in conversation or try to figure out something, because inevitably somebody's going to turn around and say, hey, how you doing? You know, and the conversation will begin. And just be at ease. Like, just rest yourself. There's no pressure in saying hello to somebody. There's no pressure in someone asking you, how's your day going? So just be at ease and don't judge yourself. Be less judgmental about you. Give yourself grace.
And listen, if you feel you're failing, there's always the invisible piece of, oh, you got something here. Get that for you.
I don't want nobody touching on me.
No, it's the, you don't even have to touch. Just you got something, invisible piece of lint.
It looked like you're touching me.
I didn't touch you.
Yeah, but it looked like you're touching me. Why don't you reach your arm over here, folks?
You got some.
That's what I would do. I don't know you. Like, have we not learned anything from the Me Too movement? Nothing. We just don't go around touching on people.
I'm just trying to get the lint off of you. You got some lint.
That's weird. You could just say that.
There's some lint on it. Can I get the lint?
No, you cannot get the lint off of nothing. My husband is on his way. Okay. I'd advise you not to do that.
Then what are you doing at the bar? Why are you at the bar?
Because I'm meeting my husband here.
It's a singles bar.
We're role playing. I mean, don't be weird. That's another.
You role
that's
playing.
another thing. Don't be weird. Don't reach over to a stranger and start touching on them. Don't be weird.
It's a singles lesbian bar. You're role playing.
What's the risk if someone doesn't take the time to build strong social skills? How might that hold them back from forming genuine, lasting connections? You don't want to build those skills.
Yeah, you're never going to grow. I mean, if you can't stay in the arrested development stage of your life for, although some people do, but for the rest of your life, you know, you only have one life. It's not a dress rehearsal, so you have to sit there and make the most out of it, and you need to sit there and grow. And you got to take that time where you feel scared, as that is a signal to your brain that this is a moment that I need to provide some action. So that I can grow. Anytime you feel that I'm feeling weak, I'm feeling unsure, I'm feeling insecure, that is the moment that says I need to grow in this moment. That's a signal to your brain. I need to grow. Let me do the hard thing in this moment, and use it as a signal to say, okay, this is a test, and let me see if I can pass this test, and try to look for a way to pass the test.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Shamar _ reminds us good social skills require less self-centeredness.
Yo, I low-key feel like social skills is a lost art. 90% of people don't have social skills. Nobody can read the room. You ever try to open up to somebody and be personal, be vulnerable, to tell them some bad news? And they take that moment to totally disregard what you said and make it a story about them? Yeah, man, I've just been feeling a little down. My grandma just died. Yeah, man, I'm sorry to hear that. My auntie just died 6 months ago. Everybody's dying, man. It's crazy. Like, did you not just hear me? Like, why did you find a reason to make this about you? I remember one time a whole bunch of my friends went out to eat. Now, it's about 10 of us at this table. One of the girls starts to complain about her weight. Keep in mind, she's barely overweight. Maybe not even a size large. Still probably in mediums. She was just a couple pounds over than what she normally is. And she decides to go, oh my God, I gotta stop eating like this. I feel like a hippo. Our friend that's across from her is easily almost 300 pounds. She nervously laughs and goes, wow, if you think you're a hippo, then what am I? Then she goes, well, I was just talking about me, like, you're fine. I didn't mean like, and the girl act like she understood, and luckily she was a good sport. And the thing is, she didn't mean any harm by it. Like, she was literally just talking about her, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we're so selfish that we are literally existing by ourselves with no idea of how we're making other people feel by what we say and do and shit. That's like being around a homeless person being like, damn, man, this check wasn't even all that this week. That's like going around a blind person like, damn, I need my glasses. Stigmatism kicking my ass, you know what I'm saying? It's like everybody's trying so hard to play the main character. Nobody knows when to step back and play the background. Or just play their part. Or sing a duet with them. Like, everybody's just like, nope, I don't care how this make them feel or would it make them feel. I don't even know how it would have made them feel. I'm only thinking about me.
That was good.
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
I've been working on that. That's something I've been working on, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's something I've been working on. Because I think what happens when people are sharing their story with you, you feel a need to connect. I'm not saying it's not self-centeredness. I think that's a little part of it as well. But I think you feel a need to connect with them so that you can make them feel better. When in reality, when they're in their feelings and in their emotions, they really don't want you to connect with them. They want you to reach out to them and show them love or give them what it is that they might need in the moment.
Just listen.
Right. That could be just listening. That could be a hug. That could be, hey, let's flesh this out and find out why you're feeling. Like, that could be a whole conversation about them and not you.
Wow.
Right? And so, that's something I've been working on, just like being able to literally be present in someone else's story and not try to find something that I am a part of that
you can relate to it.
That I can relate to it, yeah. And a lot of times that comes from me being on the radio, and it comes from me being on like Late Night Love, where I'm constantly sharing my stories. And so now I get into, like, this makes me dysfunctional because now I get into a real space that's not television or not radio, and
Torrey talked about that one time on his stories. He said, "Be the person that just listens."
Yeah.
In the moment instead of trying to connect with the story, which I thought was very valuable.
Yeah, yeah. And so now, when I go out into the real life, I I find myself putting myself in this seat or in the radio seat. So I'm trying to find that balance. Let's go to break so I can find it.
2 minutes. We'll be right back.
All right, Don, what can our viewers take away from tonight's conversation on social skills?
It's okay to be awkward.
That's good. It is.
It's okay.
It is.
Sometimes maybe that's a sign that you are not in the right place and that maybe you need to find a different tribe that you're in. It's also maybe a sign to you that you may need to work on your social skills and that you can maybe master the room that you're in. Maybe you need to start talking to more people and building that muscle up and becoming stronger at that.
Yeah.
Also get to know the people before you start whipping out the comedy routine.
Or whipping out the thing.
Whipping out the thing. And I understand that, like, whipping out the D-pick or the comedy routine may be a shtick to try to kind of put people at ease or lower the
break the
veil,
ice.
break the ice. Like, oh boy, you funny, whatever.
Put that thing back.
Put that thing right.
Like, no woman ever. It says no woman ever.
You're right. So, get to know the person that you're really with and check the temperature for whether they are cool with you calling them, hey, big head, or looking for your little head.
I have a friend who is a total socialite, right? A male friend.
Yeah.
And he oftentimes, in conversations, he will go for music, movies, television shows, depending upon the crowd he's in front of. So usually he'll say, so which decade had the best music? The 80s, the 90s, or the 2000s?
That's always a good conversation starter.
Yeah. Which television shows do you think made black people grow the most? The Cosby Show, Good Times, or The Jeffersons? So it's always these fun, thrilling kind of competitive little conversations where the conversation is never ending because you say, well, I like the 80s, and then you're like, why? What songs in the 80s? And then you tell your songs, and then the next person, and then he's like, well, I like the 90s because the 90s had these people and these people. So it's almost a never-ending conversation that can carry on to sustain itself for a while.
Yeah, I think that's good. Although sometimes you feel like you got a lot of that stored up, and then you just run through it all, and you're like, damn, I use all my whole...
Well, you can't run through it all with one person.
Sometimes they be like, I don't know. Sometimes somebody will be like, sometimes you run through your whole repertoire of everything, and they hit you with one word answers.
That means they don't want to talk to you.
Well, then why are you on a date with me?
Oh, well, I didn't know we were talking about dates. I just thought we were talking about being socially awkward in spaces.
I'm telling you.
I didn't know it was dates. And that means that they have decided, once they went on a date with you, that they no longer want to be there and you could take them home at any moment now. That's what that means.
Okay, all right. Well, listen, you in my car, and we 2 miles away from your house, and I just picked you up.
Take me back. Go on, take me back.
And I asked you, which show would you like, the Cosby Show or Cosby's? I don't know. I'm taking your ass home. Get out of my car.
Well, if they didn't watch it, you got to reach in that bag for something else.
Okay. According to Nathan, conversation is key. Check this out.
I recently learned that a lot of y'all don't know how to talk to people. In a world where so many things are based on relationships and who you know, the one thing that you can start doing today to instantly make yourself more successful is learning how to hold a good conversation. And so here are 3 ways that you can do that. Number 1, stop asking people what they do for a living. If 90% of your conversations sound something like, hi, what's your name? How are you? What do you do for work? You sound just like everybody else. You don't stand out whatsoever. You sound very boring, and you turn people off because you just sound very transactional. Instead, ask people what they would do on a perfect day. What are some things that they've done recently that are exciting to them? People like to talk about things that they love, and so give them the opportunity to do that. The next thing to do is listen. It sounds very simple, but actively listening takes skill. While you're listening to somebody talk, you need to be forming that next question, ideally related to something that they mentioned right before they finish speaking. And this is where a lot of that skill comes in. But great conversationalists ask great questions. And so be creative. Don't be afraid to ask something new. Finally, and this is probably the most important piece, but know when the conversation is over. You should want to end the conversation before it goes dead and avoid that whole awkward situation where both of y'all don't know what else to ask each other and you're just standing there being quiet. Ask for their contact and move on to the next person. So try these few things the next time you go out in a place where you're having conversations. I promise you, with a little bit of practice, you're going to find yourself being more confident, more charismatic, forming better relationships, and ultimately your life is going to be better because of it.
Why does life sound so hard?
In Hollywood, typically in Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
This is how the conversation goes. Okay, so I'm talking to you, right? We're having a conversation. So just act like you're ask me a question or something.
Yeah, you see the new Brad Pitt movie lately?
Oh yeah, I did like that Brad Pitt movie. So it was good. It was a good movie. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Yeah, I said you see the new Brad Pitt movie. Isn't it sad about Angelina Jolie and him getting divorced?
Yeah, that's sad about Angelina Jolie and them. They fine. Yeah, I think Angelina.
So what you doing this weekend?
What are
you doing this weekend?
Oh, I wasn't doing anything this weekend. I was just gonna.
Can I buy you a drink? Maybe we can go out this weekend.
That's
What's your phone number? Where you staying?
So that is like the Hollywood conversation. Like no one's paying attention to you. They're looking for the next best thing to come along.
Oh, is that what you was looking for?
Yeah.
I thought your neck was hurting.
Yeah, in Hollywood, you go to a party, they're always looking for the next best person.
And then they leave and they're like, excuse me, I'll be right back.
Excuse me, I'll be right back. Yeah, because I've sat here and talked to you, and I realized that you're nobody, but I do see somebody that might be somebody over there, so I'm going to go over there.
Mr. Scorsese.
But the whole time y'all talking, they're looking for someone who's better than you.
And I let them go with love. I'll see you later.
You let them go with love. With love.
Come back and visit me one day.
I don't let them go with love. I
release
with
you.
With hate and all the disdain that comes into the world.
No, you got to look at it as God is getting that person out of your life and on to Martin Scorsese or...
The next time you see him, didn't I talk to you the other day and you walked away from me to go talk to Booty Pop Pop?
Yeah, that was me.
It was. So how'd it go with Booty Pop Pop?
He Me Too'd me. So. Got a lawsuit happening.
No, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. That is not funny. Yeah,
right.
So I think these socially awkward conversations, being socially awkward can be, anyone can be socially awkward at any given time, depending on the space that you're in, right?
All right, we made it to the end of tonight's Late Night Love. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back in 2 minutes. Stick around. right. So, Tammy, what did you learn tonight from our conversation? You'll consider adding to your dating knowledge?
I think I learned how to start a conversation.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
You don't like you got some lint on your shoulder.
Oh, definitely not. You don't go
Imaginary
in touching on people.
Okay.
That's dangerous. That could get that could get you hurt.
All right.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Not. I mean, you saw what happened to Michael Irvin.
Yeah, may this kind of love find everyone who's looking. Check out this sweet last clip of the night.
Do you ever just that's my husband? You did so great with him, God. You sat with him, God. He's so kind. He never raises his voice at me. I'm the problem. I'm the mean one. Dang. I'm just so blessed to have him.
If we could only get that sentiment with the rest of you, we can only share that. Rest of you guys looking in the mirror and having that level of self-awareness.
Well, if he could only not be mean. Because she said, and then she said, I'm the mean one. Mm-hmm. I'm the problem. She's like, but he's the nice one. He's the kind one. He's so good. I would love to have those sentiments.
Maybe you're the problem.
Maybe I'm not.
Well,
that's what I know for sure.
The last Thursday episode of Late Night Love is officially in the books.
The last Thursday, no.
We want to thank you and say thanks to Dr. Tammy Mack for sharing her insights on such a thoughtful topic. A warm thank you to Dani Canada. And, of course, lots of love to you, the audience. Tomorrow night is the final episode of Late Night Love.
And lots of love to Daryl.
Shouts out to Daryl who called in today. Shouts out to Daryl. We're sending it off right with another smart, fun, and resonant conversation about self-love, dating, and relationships. I'm Don Amici, and this has been Late Night Love. Anything else you want to add tonight?
To tonight's conversation? Yeah. Sometimes just go for it. Just go for it. Like Steve Harvey said, just jump. Go and jump in the water. You see a young brother that you like, just walk up to him and say, hey, you fine.
But don't use my imaginary you got lint. Well, it's not mine. I stole that from somebody on the show.
If it's a sister you see you like her, just walk up to her and say, sis, are you from around here? I need some help with directions. And she's going to say, where you trying to go? Hey, I'm trying to go from here to a date with you, baby. I love that one. That's a good one. See, that's a good one, Don. You don't like that one? I like it.
We'll see you tomorrow. You guys have an amazing night.
Love.
Bye.
Late Night Love.